Thank you, Gawurra. That was sounding beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Even try hard.
No, it sounds lovely. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Welcome. My name's Lisa Davidson. As Acting Consul General of Australia in Houston, it's my honour to welcome you here this morning. I would like to begin by acknowledging the First Nations people of the land on which we gather today, the Alabama Coushatta, Karankawa, Arakapu and Sana tribes, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and future. I thank Alabama Coushatta Tribal Council Secretary Nita Batiste for so warmly welcoming us all to this place earlier this week. I very much look forward to the Alabama Coushatta dances that we'll all be privileged to see at 12 noon right here, and I welcome and thank you to our Alabama Coushatta friends for being here with us. It is an honour to bring together First Nations people from North America and Australia. Australia is home to the world's oldest living culture. Our song lines, dance lines and stories have been told for over 60,000 years. Those of us who were here last night witnessed a powerful fusion of body and sculpture in Amrita Hepi's performance titled An Occupation. Now, Amrita was going to run a dance workshop today, but unfortunately she's taken very ill overnight. So I do apologise to anyone who'd come for the dance workshop, but unfortunately Amrita won't be able to do that today. But we do have a wonderful program for you today anyway. It is now my privilege to introduce our first artist. Gawurra is from the small island of Milingimbi, off the coast of northeast Arnhem Land, up in Australia's Northern Territory. Surrounded by the Arafura Sea, Milingimbi is home to just over 1,000 Yolngu people. Accompanied by Kevin Garant, Gawurra will share with you his music and sing in the language of his country, Yolngu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Balangura burungala rimbija, oh la rijola, tamburu tambu. Patangan mengurulina bunjana, guling guling wapana, duru duru. Ni aja milkare jama, irmar koro, raja koro. Pil 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 kuma, pil 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 kuma. Nina nara kana wangangura, kulangara berakun wang. Mungala banyi maringura. Wangangura yako yatalam, mudagal marina purungo, pil 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 gua, pil 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 gua. Bil 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 gua makin lama terjawirja. Balangura burung alari bija, Bil 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 gua, pil pil kuwa. Pil 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 kuwa. Thank you. How you feel today, this morning? Good? Manmak, my language is Manmak. Good? Manmak. Good is Manmak. So I just want to say something that thank you everyone for having me. Thank you so much, Lisa and the people. And thank you. I just want to acknowledging the traditional owners of this country. Thank you for having me in your country. One day I'll welcome you into my country, Australia. Thank you. You're welcome. I am regional Australian, you can see. But I still speak my language, you know. But it's good to be here. It's a privilege and honor for me to share my song and culture. Thank you. Thank you. So you want more? That's a song that I sing today. It's a Coushatta. I mean Black Little Bird, my grandmother language. The next one is, I hope you like it, it's a Yellow Sunset Dreaming. Kulwarara, Yoronuma. Warara gurungala, itigun balgai. Awal mere wala panda. Warkunra guruma, pilipili pili. Warkin bolo warara dolo. Barku gurungala, ungala burawan ye. Latara mumana, warka. Gumurungra gurungala, pandinga ulmi. Ya, yurunma. Ya, yurunma warara. Ya, yurunma warara. Ay, barko guruma burawanje latara mumana warga ah, barko guruma milmurwala jurwala warara gurungala itigon balgam. Awal mere wala punda. Ulang gurungala wargin guruma. Ya warara gurungala umurumura. Titi gun balga panding awal mere. Rama Ya Yarunuma Wada Marpanula. Yellow sunset, Yaranuma, it's my dreaming. Thank you. How you feel today, this morning? Feel good? So you want more?
Yes.
Yeah, fire. The next one is Fire. The song that I wrote that song for my family. I hope you like it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your love and respect, you know. And it's good for me that I, you know, sing other places and people, beautiful people in America. Kurtangur kangalami Kiringe wapana Doliana Ya mija Ya Kurtangur kangalami Kurawing Malanjura janba mere Malanjura janba mere Gurta warno Gurta narana po Tangura Kalangar miring orang Kalangar miring orang Purtangur kangalam maralikawala Unbungun buwala Karyun miri wala ya malpara Ya malpara Kung unggur tawan ong ewa pana Malolana Kiringe wapana Purtanarana bumura Inge wapana Thank you. It's a fire, the flame of fire in my language, Coushatta. I hope you like it. Thank you so much. That's it? That's it.
More.
I just want to rest. I have to go touring. What do you think? So that's it, or you want more?
More.
One more? Last
Two
one?
more.
Two,
Three
three,
more.
4, 5. Oh, come on, guys.
All the way until then.
If you want to get up and dance, just feel free, please. The next one is a Loropo. Loropo is a white cockatoo. You know white cockatoo always singing and dancing. Thereby is a tree I call Don Bagarairo. Pularangalang dalmonyan mere marpumagunmuma. Loropo malayar kaipira. Yegade. Kumanangara na malikinga pangora, purpurpura. Turpo malayar kaipira, yegade. Kati margili anja, wargo. Ya, lurpo malakinawahin. Lurpo malayar kaipira, gede. Kumanangara na malikinda pangora, purpurpura. Lurpo malayar kaipira, yegade. Pularangalang dalmonyan mere marpuma.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming out today. My name is Lisa Davidson, as Acting Consul General of Australia. It is my privilege to be here today. We're so delighted to bring together First Nations people of North America and Australia. And I recognise the presence of so many First Nations people here today. I pay my respect to their elders, past, present and future. For anyone who missed the announcement earlier today, we saw a wonderful dance installation performance by Amrita Hepi last night, and she was going to give a dance workshop this morning, but unfortunately she's taken very ill. So I do apologise to anyone who came for the dance workshop, just to let you know that one's had to be cancelled. But we've had a wonderful program this morning. We've already heard from Gawurra, and he shared his beautiful music and the language of the Yolngu people with us. And we're about to have a great treat indeed, seeing a wonderful dance from the Alabama Coushatta tribe, who I'll introduce in just a moment. But a couple more reminders. Of course, we have this wonderful exhibition of Australian Aboriginal art, Mapa Wiya, or Your Map's Not Needed. If you haven't checked it out, do so. It'll be here until February, so come back and bring your friends. Another announcement, we have food trucks over here. If you're hungry or thirsty, please go. Help yourself, some wonderful selections there. And the Alabama Coushatta have a fantastic market stall up the back here, which I've already checked out and purchased my piece, so go have a look at that after the performance. Now it's my honour to introduce Delvin Johnson from the Alabama Coushatta tribe of Texas.
Good afternoon. Hachigano. Alilamo yamet kumaslachis ka ilog yame hachimpithileg. Adia moko pocket on teacher ka kokano mo yamet ilogit company leg. Commission Hopakini laches yamit ilatum he charged Kignasa bitka kunna hokus nabkam as a little mo yamit kumusalaches kag. Thank you everyone for coming. We are from the Alabama and Coushatta tribes here located in Livingston, Texas on the Alabama Coushatta Indian Reservation. We wanted to showcase our dance because we hear that there are some Aborigines who came from Australia. We want to say welcome, and we want to showcase our dance here that we have among the indigenous people here in the United States. We want to say thank you for coming and thank you for visiting, and I hope you enjoy your visit. And before we begin, I'd like to give you a little brief history on the Alabama Coushatta people. We came from the east, as known as Alabama. The state of Alabama is named after the Alabama tribe of Texas. There's a lot of things that, when they say a lot of these states are named after indigenous tribes, Alabama is one of them, and we are part of that. We made a great history in that land that we come from. We fought in the Creek and Indian Wars, the French and Indian Wars. We helped fight many battles. But there's a time that came when it was time to move because of the encroachment of the Europeans coming upon our land. So we had to move west to make room, to start a new beginning. So that's what we did and headed west. Our stories tell us that we came from the west and headed east. And now that it was time that we go back west, I guess we were headed home again. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allowing us to come, and I hope you enjoy your performance. We are the Alabama Coushatta Tribe of Texas. And also, we have our vendors across the street. We have our basketry. Our basketry is what we're really known for here among the Alabama Coushatta people. It's made out of long leaf pine needles. It's a process in order for these women to come and make the start the basket. So it's a process from the beginning to the end, from the coiling of the pine straws all the way to the finishing touch. They say it's a story within itself. So the baskets are very important to us because it tells the story of the person who's making it. And they always say when you make it, you always make it when you're in a happy mood, in a good mood. So when the person who touches that basket has that same feeling when they walk away from you, knowing that there's good intentions and that with a good heart that you're going to make good things happen in this world. We've been here in the state of Texas since 1790s. So we've been here for a long time. We've made our little mark here in helping Texas win the republic. So for those of you in Texas history who are involved in Texas history, we made a very impact because we were the scouts who helped find Santa Anna while he was sleeping. So, ladies and gentlemen, so because of us, you're Texans. You're welcome. We are going to start our grand entry, and our grand entry is our parade. It's what we call our parade, where we parade in our dances, and you can see the different styles that we have. And we're going to start with our grand entry.
Yeah.
about that, ladies and gentlemen? Next, we have the round dance, also known as the friendship dance. So watch this dance very closely. So, the friendship dance. Thank you. Next, we're going to demonstrate our buffalo dance. The buffalo dance was to honor the buffalo for everything we used for them. You know, they helped us keep us warm in the winter, and everything we use everything from using their bladder to haul water to the bones that we use to make arrows and tools. So, ladies and gentlemen, the buffalo dance. The buffalo dance. Up next, are going to demonstrate the snake dance. The snake dance among the southeastern people, which we belong to, was very important to us. We like to represent a rattlesnake. The rattlesnake was someone who helped us in the fields, who helped us with our crops. It's like they say in the stories that we made a treaty with them, that as long as they took care of us in the fields, that we won't harm them. So rattlesnake is the one that is very important to us because they helped us in our farming, and because of them we survived. Ladies and gentlemen, the snake dance. snake dance. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to introduce to you our Alabama Coushatta tribal princess. She is our tribal princess for the 2019 to 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Bianca Gardner, our Alabama Coushatta tribal princess. The Alabama Coushatta people used to own some of these parts of Houston. This was one of their hunting grounds. We used to come this far south. We are located in Livingston, Texas, which is probably about 90 miles north of here. And these were part of our southern boundaries that we made treaties with other tribes so that way we can hunt. When we came onto this land in 1790, we made that treaty, that agreement with other tribes that we would help them as long as we were allowed to come onto their land, onto their territories. We had to ask permission. You know, just like any other Aboriginal people, when we came upon this land, we had to ask permission. Can we hunt on your land? Can we live on your land? These were the things that were important to us. We made that treaty. We had to do all these kind of things in order to be joined together, to have that unification with other tribes. And so that way, when in times of turmoil, these people who made these treaties would come together and help each other out. That's what the whole purpose of not trying to take over territory, but share the territory, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we're going to do the basket dance. The basket dance is one of our traditional dances. This basket was held during the green corn ceremony. The green corn ceremony was what we called Hasihapa, our New Year. Or this was around the time we had our ceremonies where we gave thanks to our Creator for the bountiful harvest of our corn that was all picked. So this was our time we celebrated. The corn dance is depicting the women as they're getting ready to make the famous what we call sofki. Sofki is it's like a drink, a soup. So this was the time that, yeah, like hominy. If you had hominy, it was that time that it was time to make that. So ladies and gentlemen, the basket dance. basket dance. Okay, ladies, now go make some soup. How was that? Did you hear that corn shifting in there when they were dancing? Imagine that 100 years ago, watching maybe 500 women do all that dance at once, going into 4 directions. Up next, we're going to do the war dance. The war dance was a victory dance. It's the time when the men came back from war to celebrate their victory, and the women came and joined them in this victorious dance and say thank you for keeping us safe and thank you for, so that way our villages won't be raided. You know, to tell you a story, you know, when we first came, the Comanches were hated by almost every tribe here in the state of Texas because the Comanches would raid, sneak, like real sneaky. And then I was taught in the Coushatta word for Comanches, Fohobuski, which means like yellow jackets, because that's how they came at you, like yellow jackets. So my mom told me that when the time came when they attacked a village, that we were ready for them because they didn't know our war tactics. They were the plain style, we were the southeastern style, so our war tactics were different. So when they first came and they attacked us, we were the first tribe to whip them. That's why we were so popular, and that's why all these people were like, okay, be my friend. So we were on their friends list like you do on Facebook nowadays. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the war dance, our victory dance. That was the victory dance. If you can see the cloth dresses on the women, we call that the patchwork. There's a story to that. The patchwork was done when the Europeans started bringing the cloth into this new world. You know, we were all buckskin and all buckskin that we wore. When the cloth started coming into the new world, our people were trying to find ways to use this cloth. And since we didn't know how to use it, and since we couldn't own it and we didn't have the money to buy it, when the people who would throw cloth out in the trash, our people would see these pieces of cloth and would save them. And as they saved them, they would be enough to make a dress, to come up with these patchwork. This is where the patchwork comes from among all the Southeastern people. It's to show us that even in the New World, we could survive. So this patchwork you see the women wearing, it represents the mountains. That's the mountains some of them are wearing in their designs. And we were taught that these mountains are the backbone, and they represent the women. So the women have always been the backbone of our people, and they're the bosses back home. So when you come upon our land, so remember that, because we're a matriarchal society. So the women own everything. So sorry, men, in our world, you're out of luck. So we're going to have the fancy shawl. We're going to have the fancy shawl dancer. This fancy shawl dancer is, how old is she? 9 years old, and attends Woodville Elementary School. The fancy shawl dancer represents the butterfly, and you'll see her dancing and dancing here, not in one spot, but dancing everywhere, showing her beauty and her colors to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the butterfly dance known as the women's fancy shawl. Thank you, Maddie. Up next, we have our jingle dress. Ladies and gentlemen, this dress came from a dream. An elder man had a dream because his daughter was ill. And in this dream, he was told to make these cones and put them on a dress. They say there's about 365 to represent each day of the year. When he did this, he told her to go dance because she was feeling ill and she was seeing death before her. So when the dream told her, he told him exactly how to make it. He did it exactly the way the dream told him. And they sang and gave him a song, and he taught the men these songs. And so the men, as the men were singing it, she started slowly moving and slowly dancing. And as the song kept getting stronger in the words, she started dancing harder and harder to heal herself. So this is also known as the healing dress. So ladies and gentlemen, the jingle dress song. jingle dress song, also known as the healing dance. Up next, we have our Prairie chicken dancer. This dance originates from the north, from the Omaha people. This dance is to mimic the prairie chicken. This is a courting dance. So the men used to dance this to show off to the women. And it's known, all you single women out there, even ladies, don't look at them right in the eye because it's been known that you'll get pregnant. So all you men out there, cover your ladies' eyes while they dance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Prairie chicken.
Yo!
Chicken. Up next, we have our grass dancer. Our grass dancer mimics the swaying winds of the prairie grass. Long ago, before they made camp, they had a ceremonial song, and in this song, they would have the men come out and dance. This dance to flatten the ground to prepare for their ceremony. So these men were chosen for that very specific reason. And this is why it's called the grass dance, because it was their job was to bring down the grass so that way ceremonies would be held. Ladies and gentlemen, the grass dance. The grass dance. Up next, we're gonna bring out our ladies. They're gonna showcase their southern style of women's southern cloth. You will see the gracefulness of these ladies as they dance to the music. These ladies are all related to each other. You have aunts, mom, daughter, niece out there. The two elder ladies are my aunts, so when I say matriarchal, that means they put a whipping to me if I don't listen to them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called the women's cloth dance. ladies' Southern Cloth. Thank you, ladies. You see their belts, they're made out of yarn. And there's a demonstration over there in our women that the ladies are wearing the yarn belts. Up next, we have Okay, up next we're going to do our men's Southern Straight. Also known as the gentleman's dance. This is a dance of the Southern Plains. So you'll see how
It's a round dance.
he tells his story in his tracking skills. Let's see how good his tracking skills and his stories that he does.
Hey, there's a McDonald's over there.
He's going to point you to McDonald's, he said. Our men's Southern Straight. And his wife was watching too. She was not impressed. Up next we have our men's fancy. The men's fancy is one of our modern day dances. It was created in the 1920s when the men wanted to do something a little bit faster and fancier, and that's how the men's fancy feather dance was created among the Ponca people. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll see how fast he is in his footwork and as he's keeping up with the drum beat. Ladies and gentlemen, the men's fancy. How you liking it so far? You want us to do another hour program? Up next, we're going to have a little special treat for you. Ms. Maddie's going to come out and demonstrate the hoop dance. You're going to see as she uses these hoops, she's going to make little formations of either animals or something that represents the wind and the flowers. So this is our hoop dancer, and she's been doing it for 2 years now. She started off practicing and going to these little classes that they have on the reservation, and she got into it, and now she's a traveling girl, ladies and gentlemen. So she's been practicing and it's showing now, ladies and gentlemen. So she wanted to showcase to the Aboriginal people of the hoop dance.
Oh,
the wind. Cowboy on a horse. That is the world, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to introduce our dancers to you. First of all, we want to say thank you to our singer, Mr. Delbert Johnson. He's done an outstanding job this afternoon in singing for you, ladies and gentlemen, out there. We're going to come out with our hoop dancer, Miss Maddie Little Creek. Then we have our jingle dress dancer, Miss Isla Polite Robinson. We have our tribal princess, Miss Bianca Gardner. We have our other Southern cloth dancer, Miss Monica Williams. And we have our two elders, which I commend. Thank you for coming out. We have Ms. Abilene Johnson and Ms. Myra Batiste. We have our men. We have our Southern straight dancer, Eddie Martinez. We have our chicken dancer, Galen Williams. Then we have our grass dancer, Mr. Sage Bean. And our fancy feather dancer, Mr. Elliot Abbey. We want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do this last dance, which is the friendship dance. Remember, we told you to watch carefully, so you're welcome to come out and dance with us as we form a friendship with you. I want to say thank you for allowing us to come out here and showcase our style here with you and our Aboriginal people. We just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing for the Aboriginal people. It's a mighty story they tell, and we encourage everyone to listen to their story as well. You know, in this day and world, we don't educate ourselves in who our neighbors are, and that's what we need to do. You know, we can learn from each other. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you for allowing us, and come join us in this friendship dance. Thank you very much. right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have a little picture moment for maybe the next 15 minutes. So if you guys want to take pictures of them, just ask, and they'll be willing to help. Stand by your children, anyone. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we are from the Alabama Coushatta tribe of Texas. We are located 90 miles north of Houston. So come visit us. We do have our annual powwow, which is normally held in June, but still in question this coming year. But remember, come join us. We also have our children's powwow in the last Saturday of January. So come out and join us. We just want to say a big thank you to the Menil for allowing us to come out and showcase our history. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Alila Molo. Dancers will be also out here on this side in the shade, so that way they can cool down. Don't be scared of the elder women.
Can we do a picture with you?
Thank you.